And hello! Yeah, just in case, actually. This is being watched by anyone, but not like as if that would be important right now, because this is just a test. But this is a true test. And if it's gonna be, well, acceptable, I'm even gonna, well, let it exist. Without deleting it. Okay, but so much for the talk. Let us just begin to calculate the Stanley Parable. Kind of weird choice for a name for a game, but well, that is not for me to decide now, is it?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Now did he? Alright, now that I allowed this oh so wonderful narrator to complete his short story, we shall commence this incredible journey through a working place. Okay. But I remember that he actually said something else if I just waited long enough. Right. It's almost 11:30. Okay, I can see that this stream is already incredibly entertaining, so let us commence!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah, thanks for notifying that. I was just trying to read these cups a little bit. But I seriously cannot do that. Who farted? Fascinating line to write on a cup. I hate Mondays? I probably hate Mondays. That is much more, well, true. What might this read? I cannot zoom. Cannot jump. Can I duck? Oh, actually can! Cool. Okay. I like work. I just hate my boss. Okay. And I assume that this cup reads smile. Okay, cool. Pretty impressive. Can I open up this door? No, I can't open that door. No, I can't. Can I open up any doors? Can I open up my office door? No, I can't. I can't do shit. I am so
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Okay, thanks for noting that. In that case, I shall just proceed. Who's actually doing the narrating? Him? Or me? Oh, another cup. Oh, this shit again? Oh, come on. Maybe this door can't be opened? No, it can't. Oh, but I could close this door! Oh! Impressive. That's what I call a feature to be remembered. Right, Mondays? Who feared the almighty power of the man who can close doors? Okay, but not open them as it seems.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, if you say so, I could of course go to the right, but let's just stick with the story for this. This would be a nice rope.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, cool. There we are again. And I can't do anything for now. Using slides to assure employees. Okay, thanks. Everyone is unique, you most of all. Yeah, why am I watching this? Work harder, hard worker. Hey, that's actually a nice line. Number of slides on this slide. Charts, charts, and slides, slides. This is highly impressive. Incredibly informative. Oh, to do synergize core value expenditures. Shift global market parade. Okay. Monetize free to play. Oh, no, not cool. Absolutely not cool. Alright. Oh, hey! Okay. I remember this room.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Okay, sure, why not? But I remember that this room actually contains some magnificence.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Yeah, I got it. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Yeah, okay, so that's what Stanley is gonna do. Being controlled by the true mastermind, which is me. Haha. Still can't close this door. Yeah. Powerful mastermind. Executive bathroom. Wait a second. I think this room can be opened. I mean, this is not a blind walkthrough, of course. But I'm 100% sure that this door can be somehow opened. Okay, but not now.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah, of course. Can I play piano? Oh!
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Okay. Well, let's just do this before the narrator gets on my nerves, which he actually does not.
2845.
Yeah, I'm not stupid.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Truly amazing, isn't it? Isn't this incredibly exciting? I mean, this is like a real-life simulator. But I actually think it's a parody of actual computer gamers. Or, well, at least some kind of... whatever. Alright, let's not do too much thinking. Oh shit. Oh fuck, no, I think I fucked up. Okay. 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 This corner is tricky. I wonder if they actually placed it here for a reason. Why the fuck did I go in here again? Okay, I have to get out of here somewhere. Somehow get out of here. Okay, wait a second. If I just turn around, can't see shit. Ha! Okay. Oh, nice. Well then, let's just take the path down to hell. Oh, and it's suddenly illuminated. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading, loading.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Oh my god, seriously? You interrupted my beautiful singing.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
(914). What would happen if I press 914? Nothing! Cool. I remembered this. I could imagine my viewers wanting to go that way, but no, I'll stick with the story, even though this is basically incredibly tempting. But hey, this is not the end. I promise you, this will not be the end. I hope you could hear that, because I'm using a voice program and yeah.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Yeah, probably, yeah. This would be a kind of scary working place. Seriously weird conditions now, wouldn't it? I hate Mondays. Seriously.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Actually, truly kind of weird. This is not the core of the game, but it's really kind of weird. And impressive, to be honest. Fired. Okay. Whoa. Wait a second. I think this is my office. Oh, no, it's not. Oh, maybe it is. Who cares?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Probably not.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
But you see, this is absolutely referring to computer games in general. It's what they say in the beginning. I mean, the narrator said in the beginning. Getting orders from a screen, telling him what buttons to push and how long to push them. It's basically what we are doing when we're playing video games. Quite impressive, isn't it?
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Well, normally I wouldn't, but okay. Oh, big red button. Which cannot be pushed. Okay. But I think I will have a look here a little bit more, but I can't do this. With that, I can't do shit. Can I maybe push? Oh. Okay, this is absolutely uninteresting. You know, I wouldn't have minded if they actually placed some kind of gigantic jump scare somewhere into the Stanley Parable, but I already played through it, well, a couple of times, even though it's quite long ago, and I never actually got really scared, even though there actually are some scary moments. Oh, by the way, before I proceed, you know there is actually an achievement. If you don't play the Stanley Parable for, I think, 5 years, you get an achievement for not playing the Stanley Parable. This is the biggest proof, from my point of view, that they actually are criticizing, or, well, making you question video games in general. But it gets better. And by the way, I came up with this theory with myself. Maybe someone else already did, but I did.
And when
so
at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
Yes, let's kill Steam.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes! He had won! He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
The funny thing is that actually he still is telling me what to do. But, which is also kind of, well, let's just say, worth noting, is that this apparently is the happy ending that, well, is intended to be happy. Which is kind of, again, weird, because actually I did everything he told me to do, so I still just followed the orders. Weird, isn't it? I really recommend you to check out these games because, I mean, because this is not the only ending, of course. There are multiple endings.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
This somehow made me happy. Somehow. The end is loading. Oh, and look where we are once again, and it's still not even 11:30. Yeah. Now we can play through this again and again and again, and it's gonna change the course of everything kind of a lot. But now I'm going to have a little look at my stream itself. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be back in about a few minutes. In case of this even, well, being a success.